On Monday, the judge in Rittenhouse, no, I can't say it, homicide trial ordered the jury to disregard the opinions of both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump in reaching a verdict. The fact that they have to be directed of that. Hey, what's Joe Biden think about this? Or more importantly, Donald Trump. You will pay no heed to opinions of anyone. This, according to the judge, even the president of the United States, the illegitimate current one, or the president before him. Now, he didn't say the illegitimate current one, but the ringer on his phone kind of did. Remember that? He is proud to be an American. And something we never really referenced here, Fancy Brian. Do you remember the joke that Schrader told about ordering some Asian food?
Yeah, he said something.
Oriental food of some sort.
Of weird. He used some weird. I don't know. He
said, I hope it doesn't get stuck on one of those boats in Long Beach Harbor.
Oh, yeah. That's good. All I know is that nobody's pointed out.
Biden's fault if I don't get my lunch in time.
I think it's just clearly a coincidence, but Judge Schrader and Ricky Schrader. I'm just putting it out there that Ricky Schrader's paying for the defense, and there's a Judge Schrader, probably and more than likely completely unrelated whatsoever. But I just find it a fun, fascinating coincidence.
Are you theorizing that Judge Schrader has a silver spoon of some sort?
I don't know, but here we are.
Somebody don't know that Ricky Schrader. If you aren't familiar with this whole Rittenhouse saga and how he got out on bail and who put up some of the defense money, it's the Silver Spoons guy.
Yeah, Ricky Schrader. And then there's a Judge
I prefer
Schrader.
Him from NYPD Blue. He was good in that.
Well, I think he actually did a pretty good job. But I always felt it was weird that the judge kept opening up with, here we are face to face every time he opened this.
Wasn't he the little kid in the movie where the grandpa dies or something?
That's very non-specific.
No, I mean, it's like
there's like 100 movies where the grandpa dies. There's a kid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
With Ricky Schrader as the actor kid.
I don't know his catalog very well. I'm not a Ricky Schrader fan. We always said it was Schroeder before too. Maybe the kid who plays for Peanuts is in on this too.
According to the judge, you will pay no heed to the opinions of anyone, especially Fancy Brian, even the president of the United States or the president before him. Schrader or Schroeder's comments came after Rittenhouse's mother, Wendy, not to be confused with the franchise. Wendy appeared on the Foxy News and accused Biden of defaming her son by portraying him as a white supremacist last year. He kind of did.
I thought Kyle Rittenhouse portrayed himself
by going beer drinking with the 3%er.
I thought that being in the company that he was in and enjoying it was probably
free as F t-shirt.
It just seemed like he kept the
very same Wendy was at the bar though, and under a strange quirk of Wisconsin law, you can go drunken at the bar with mama. Mama can take you to the bar, and the bar can serve you if your parent is sitting there. So apparently, you can go be white supremacist adjacent, because I don't want his mom, Wendy, going on Foxy News and making accusations against me, defamation or anything. But you could be white supremacist adjacent and go drinking beer at like 17, 18 years old, while out on bail provided by Silver Spoons, Ricky Schroeder.
It's a free country and a wonderful place to be.
Are you keeping score at home?
I'm trying to keep score right now.
Okay, now here's the more important point. Today they played bingo at the courthouse.
What?
Sort of. And this was perhaps this has been sort of a strange trial in many sort of ways. The prosecutor arguing with the judge and the judge chastising him for perhaps crossing some legal line. And there is still a motion to mistry that apparently has not been ruled on. So literally the verdict could come down and the judge could take it all away and say mistrial. But setting all that aside, they played bingo to determine who was going to be in the jury. And who got to pick the bingo balls effectively? The defendant.
What?
And I don't mean his lawyer, but the young alleged vigilante killer and, white supremacist adjacent partier Kyle Rittenhouse, that guy, got to pick who was excluded from jury duty. Now they do voir dire or whatever that's called, right? They question the jury and they, make selections who they think should, be on the jury. Some can be excluded for reason or no reason at all. But that portion of the process has already happened. And now you have bingo ball, pick the alternative jurors, and they were scribbled pieces of paper, my understanding, that were provided by the defense's lawyers. Yeah, that was my impression. Maybe I got that part wrong, but it'd be like, if the participants, and I mean, talking about having some skin in the game, Kyle Rittenhouse definitely has some skin in the game, right? And I wonder if his legal defense team has any sort of, 2020 hindsight kind of perspective on any of these jurors. There are turkeys literally walking outside the studio here. It's crazy here. But with 2020 hindsight, a couple of jurors that maybe snuck through voir dire and now they're on the jury and or at least they're alternate jurors. And you could get rid of those alternate jurors theoretically by a lottery, and your defendant in this unique case is this unique. You ever seen this happen before?
No, but are you implying that they're rigging a bingo game so they can go and possibly get the right jurors?
I mean, here's what I know. In life, we should all marry someone that looks at us the way that Judge Schrader has been looking at the defendant, Kyle Rittenhouse, in this trial.